everyone, Jess here from the Equipment Guide, and this is our review of the best two-person inflatable kayaks in Australia for 2026. In this video, we'll share advice we'd give our best friend if they were in the market for a two-person inflatable kayak. We'll break down what you get for your money, and we'll show you a step-by-step how we ranked and scored this year's kayaks. When friends and family ask us about inflatable kayaks, here are the big questions. How do they perform in the water? Higher-end tandems can perform really well and paddle very easily. Sometimes they can even outperform hardshell models. The budget models, on the other hand, can feel sluggish and are hard to stay straight. The differences in performance are due to the difference in hull design and materials. The same rules apply as with one-person inflatable kayaks. A rounder hull will give you more stability and speed. The cheaper models have a flat floor with side tubes. They also have a blunt bow, which isn't efficient in the water and appears more like a dinghy. A drop stitch floor with side tubes provides a lot of stability, but isn't as efficient in the water as a full drop stitch hull. A drop stitch hull, the bathtub style, is now the classic standard. A V-shaped design provides a lot of speed, but isn't as stable. The newest premium models are still a full drop stitch hull, but they have a rounder bottom. It's the closest you'll get to a hard shell feel. Be aware how materials can affect performance. With this, we have three main categories. This is a single layer vinyl that is cheaper and lighter, but might be prone to puncture. It's also impossible to get an appropriate structure, which makes it less efficient in the water. The next category is a material covered vinyl, which is more durable, but takes longer to dry. You're also unable to see the vinyl underneath, and you're not sure what the quality of that is. Reinforced PVC, the gold standard. Thick woven mesh PVC with drop stitch chambers gives you rigidity and durability. The thickness of the drop stitch also matters. Early versions were chunky, but we're now seeing chambers that are as thin as 5 centimeters, but they're just as stiff. This is great for a two-person kayak because the walls are thinner, they're lighter, and there's more internal space. Will it puncture? If you go with a thin PVC, there is a high chance that it will puncture, but if you go with a more rugged material, then it's very unlikely. What about pumps and paddles? The bundled sets usually aren't good quality. With all of these, we inflated them with a portable electric pump, which saved time and was way less labor intensive. We also suggest buying a separate, efficient paddle that has high quality materials. Are they difficult to set up? They can be, but it all depends on the design. Some models have upwards of 10 inflatable chambers, whereas others only have 3. Also take into consideration the valve attachments and how many you're going to need to set up the kayak. Should I get a straight two-person kayak or a 1 to 2-person convertible like these? While convertibles can be a great option, sometimes it can be too long for one person to paddle solo or too short to comfortably fit 2 people. Make sure to get a kayak that is at least 425 centimeters long. We tested and scored all of the kayaks across 5 different categories: performance, construction, setup and pack down, portability, and comfort. More details are available at our website at theequipmentguide.com.au. At the end of each category, we'll put up our rankings, so feel free to pause and take a closer look. Comfort. Okay, so there's a lot that goes into comfort, like how spacious it is, how easy it is to paddle, what kind of material you're sitting on, and most importantly, what the backrest is like. With a two-person kayak, length is a really important consideration as the kayak needs to be able to comfortably fit 2 people. The standout models that we tested were the Razor Kayaks Edge Pro 2 and R2 Ultra, the advanced frame convertible elite. They're all made of really comfortable materials with good backrests to lean on, and they have a good length to accommodate 2 people without being too long to handle properly. At the other end were the Intex Explorer and Challenger and the Glide Aquavate Duo, which were hard to get into and the cockpit was cramped. Performance is where the biggest gaps show. The Edge Pro 2 and Sea Eagle Razor Light 473 RL slice efficiently through the water. The R2 Ultra is also nimble and durable. We consistently found that budget kayaks like the Intex Explorer K2 and the Glide Aquavate Duo tracked poorly, and when they were under load, wobbled and slowed. Construction. Materials and build quality make all the difference. Premium builds like the Sea Eagle, Razor, drop stitch hulls are tough and rigid. Advanced Elements models use layered fabric and reinforced PVC, and though it's durable and of a high quality, the fabric has drawbacks in terms of longer drying time. The fabric-covered Laxo has the same problem. Budget kayaks, Costway, Intex, rely on lower grade PVC, which feels flimsy and is more prone to puncture. So if you want a kayak that's going to last longer term, look elsewhere. They're also more often designed in a dinghy shape because the materials can't support a cut-through design, so they're much more difficult to paddle. Portability. Two-person kayaks are always bulkier, but weight and bag design always matters. The lightest two-person kayaks were R2 Ultra at 12.9 kilograms and KX1 Slider 410 at 15.5 kilograms. But really, when you're looking at the top quality models, they're only a few points apart in the category. And just a note here, some kayaks like the Intex Challenger are able to get a smaller size and weight because they use a lower grade PVC, which is more susceptible to puncture. So we factor this into our overall portability score. Obviously, two-person kayaks are always going to be bigger, so kayaks that come with slightly oversized bags are a good thing, as they'll be easier to pack into a bag along with fins, seats, paddles. Setup and pack down. This makes or breaks your paddling day. Razor models, as well as kayaks in the same design category as the Aquamarina Tomahawk, are quick to inflate with fewer valves of a matching type. The Advanced Elements Convertible Elite is excellent on the water, but much slower to set up and dry, with over 10 inflation points. Kayaks that have fewer inflation points and an outer layer of toughened PVC are great because they set up quickly and dry fast. All right, the all-important budget question. There are always outliers, but at the time of our review, we broke things down into three main categories. Under $1,000. Entry-level tandems can be fun for beginners, but they're not very durable and they're not very enjoyable to paddle. If you have a little bit more money, we would suggest spending it so you can get something of higher quality that's more durable and would last you longer. $1,000 to $1,600 will get you a really good kayak. It just might be a little bit slower in the water compared to some of the higher-end models, but it will still be incredibly durable and last you a long time. If you're willing to spend over $1,600, you will end up with a premium kayak. It will be durable, enjoyable to paddle, and will last you a long time. For that little bit extra, you won't regret it. So overall, here's our verdict. So you can see the blue lines represent the overall rating of the kayaks out of 100, and the orange dots represent the price of each kayak, indicated on the right. The Razor Kayaks Edge Pro 2 was a standout for us because it's comfortable, stable, easy to set up and pack down, and performs really well in the water. Others worth highlighting are the Sea Eagle Razor Light, which is great for long-distance performance, along with the Advanced Elements Convertible Elite, and the Razor Kayaks R2 Ultra, which is a great value recreational and convertible option. That's our full breakdown of the best two-person inflatable kayaks in Australia right now. For more information, go to our website at theequipmentguide.com.au for a full in-depth written review and testing notes. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and also share your inflatable kayak stories in the comments section. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the water.